Evening all, and welcome to episode 30 of season 7 of Factory Town. 30 episodes already. Wow, where does the time go? We're going to carry on with our leather production here. All our farms have popped up and have more grain here, so we can get this all going here. Something that has been pointed out to me, a few things have been pointed out to me, and I haven't replied to comments recently. Work has been manic busy, and I'm actually recording this episode about 3 hours before it's supposed to go out, so hopefully I can get it done on time. We'll see. The kitchen that I had issues with in the previous episode over here, where it's got the input slots here, or the storage slots. The reason I was confused by it is because when you remove a recipe from it, it's no longer supposed to have the whatever was in there. So if I grab another kitchen here and show you what I mean. If I tick the recipes that it had before, so it had that's a farm. That's not a kitchen. That's a farm. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it was doing berry juice, it was doing apple juice, and it was doing dragon punch. So it has the bits there. If something was in its output when you cancel, like if it had an apple juice and then you cancel it, it goes into a storage. But my understanding was that the storage would empty, and then it would remove the storage because it no longer needs it. I'm guessing because we're constantly adding stuff to it, it doesn't do that, or it does it at like game load up. That's why I was confused as to why it's got storage there and it's got the input slots there, because it shouldn't have both. Because see here, this has got the output there. But if I remove the apple, it's got the output for those two, but it's only got an input for apple juice. It hasn't got storage. Whereas if it had one apple juice in it, it would end up in storage. Then when you take it out, I thought the storage would go. That's where my confusion was, but it doesn't do it that way. I know it does at some point. So, as I said, maybe if the storage is empty, when you load the game, it checks if the storage is empty and then removes it that way. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It can still use stuff in its storage. It's not important, but that was my confusion. The other thing was that I mentioned that magic has changed how it works, how it does things. You no longer have to run stuff via magic pipes into an enchanter to give it magic power, whereas previously instead of using the crystal, it used to use magic power to run stuff, and then the depleted crystals would go out, be recharged, come back again. Now it just takes the crystals and outputs a depleted mana crystal, which is what I forgot. So thank you for pointing that out, that it needs it. So I can either output that to a recharger and then put it back into the machine, into the enchanter, because a recharger just uses coins. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the recharger uses 2 yellow coins and 4 seconds to recharge the crystal back to whatever it was. Or we could delete them, because there is a void obelisk. Any item that goes into the void obelisk is just deleted, so we could delete the depleted crystals and then bring in new ones, but new ones cost blue coins, so it makes much more sense to recharge them. Yeah, I am still going to have the whole train system delivering them initially, because if our demand for them goes up and we're waiting on the crystals to recharge, then really we should have more crystals in the system. And I think that would be a good way of doing it. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the idea. So yeah, okay. So what we need to do here, however, is we need to get this all going and then get this making ourselves some leather. So let's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Just putting them in split there. I'm going to put a splitter in because I want it to split evenly, not feed one over the top of the other. Okay. Then we have leather. Leather comes out and needs to go into a workshop. I believe it is. Is it a workshop? Yes, yeah, leather goes into a workshop with paper, with 4 paper. Okay. So let's do book. So you require 4 paper and 1 leather. Oh, I didn't upgrade these other pastures. Let's do that. I forgot to upgrade. Boom, boom. Because these are now working double speed. Right, I need to upgrade them twice, don't I? Yes. Upgrade them twice to get double speed. Boom, boom. There we go. Okay. So now they produce 1 every 4 seconds, which is more than what this needs, 1 every 5 seconds. I could convert that to minutes, I know, but it's just, that is 1 every 4, that's 1 every 5. Oh, I know it's good enough. Paper is the issue here. We need a lumber mill, and we need a lumber mill to produce us paper, which requires water. Now, technically, we need 2 lumber mills per 1 maker. So, per 1 workshop, sorry. So, and we also need to bring trees in. Now, I've got trees here. So we could stick a forester in here and pump the trees across. I think that's probably going to be a good idea. But I need 2 lumber mills per workshop. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to fill in this lake here. And someone else was pointing out as well, we can fill in lakes and we can create lakes again, and that's fine. But fish probably disappear. Let's test that. I'm pretty sure they are. Robin pointed this out that you can raise the water up. There we go. The fish have disappeared. And then if we lower it down again, the fish do not come back. So you do lose the fish, so we cannot regenerate fish. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, but we should be at a point where we're okay for fish anyway. So what I want to do is I want to enlarge that as big as it will go. In fact, let's go into top-down view so I make sure I get the... And I want to come out there, and I just want to do basically that. There we go. And I'm going to remove these trees, and we're going to plant new trees, which seems a little redundant, but... no, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. My idea is that we're going to put... These need water as well. Just dawned on me, these need water. How much water did you produce? 1 every 2 seconds, 1 every 4 seconds. 1 well is enough for both of them. Right. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to place stuff. But if I put this here, and we filled in the water and we added even more trees to it, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Fill in this water here. That weird cliff there. And we'll put you... say there. There looks good. So I've got to get rid of 2 trees. Remove 2 trees. Goodbye, goodbye. You can live there, and that way it's sort of getting all these trees. It can go out 1 more, so we can expand it if we need to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually remove all the trees on this row here. We are going to run a chute coming out and across. Now this needs to feed lots of lumber mill. So is there a block? Is there a logic block? Priorities or items. Prioritizes items passing straight through the block ahead of those entering from the side. Okay. merger. I wonder if there is a way to go. And right, let me show you what I'm trying to do here. So we're going to have this chute going across, and we're going to have. I'm going to remove these two trees as well because they're kind of in the way. We're going to have the lumber mills, the lumber mills there and there. Put them in. We can always move them later. Doesn't matter. There. They can get water from lakes and stuff like that, so we could technically put a lake out in front of them and let them get water from that. That's doable. I mean, this will get one water a second, so that's potentially a nice quick way of getting water. We could also raise this belt up and put water around them. Build a little canal through. I like the idea of that. Raise up that belt, because then we can have the leather come through underneath. And I wouldn't have to worry about wells. Might do that. But what I want to do is I want to have like the first log go in here, and then it skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 logs, and then this one go into there, and then it skips the next 4, then the next 3, then the next 2, then the next 1, and then that one. So it will go fill that one, 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 then that one, that one, that one, that one, so on and so forth. So, but I don't know how to do that. It's going to be a bit of complicated logic. Emergery stuff come in. Splitter doesn't have any filters on it. I don't think compute blocks have anything like that in there. Filters just have. Because if I do a splitter, if I do a standard splitter, it's going to go split to there. It's going to go one left, one straight on. Then one left, one straight on, which means this one's not going to get any. So this all needs to be moved, and this logic needs to be way larger than it currently is. Yeah. Just because I need to put in something like that there. I mean, ideally, if I put the forester further back, it would help. Then I could have the pipe come out here and it would be fine. We could do that. We could do that. We could take this mountain down. Not an issue. Was to move this back to there. I moved it back to here. Now, can this even keep up? This produces that basically produces 1 for each lumber mill, so I need to put it up to 6 workers for it to work. Probably 5 workers, because it's actually 3 seconds and that's 1, which means it produces 20 a minute. And these use, I'm going to have to bring up my calculator for that, because my brain doesn't work. Actually, 60 divided by 4. They use 15 a minute. So we need 15 times 6. If I push the right buttons, we need 90 a minute. So to produce 90 a minute, is 5 workers. 5 is 100. That's producing 100 logs a minute at 5 workers. So yeah, we'll leave it like that. And what are we going to do? Is we are going to remove this here. Now I might need 2 belts. I'm not sure. 2 chutes. Not sure. What I want to do is move them out of the way for the moment, and I want to build up high. Well, not up high. It's just got to be up 1 will do. If we need a second chute, I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm not sure how to do that, but we basically need to come to here, need to go down, and we need to split that way. We need to come down and split that way. And we need to go straight on. And this one needs to split 2 ways. And we'll hold control doing that so it's all floating up in the air. Okay. Okay. Now, if we were to lower 5. Build a canal way through, like so. Oh, wrong button, wrong place. There we go. A completely normal, natural-looking canal, which is correct because canals are not natural, but canals are man-made. At least to my knowledge, canals are man-made. That's why they're called a canal. If it's a natural canal, it's a river. So, yeah. And then when we put this back here, it gets access to loads of water. And I realised I made it too big. It should be 3. Ooh. Yeah, so you can put trees up into it. Awesome. And then we just plug these back in over here. So let's just grab the lot. Nope, not that many. Grab the lot. Move. Can't do the corner one. Figures. Oh, I pushed H to get rid of my action bar there. Oops. Move the other way. There we go. There we are. Okay. And do you know what? We're going to have it slope down a little bit just because we can. Looks different. There we go. Okay. And now you've got access to 85 water, which means you're getting 1 a second. I'm not sure what the actual level is that you need to get to. There's a certain amount of water it needs to access. You see there on the tooltip, it says 1 a second. I think it's only something like 20 to get 1 a second, and below that it drops down in speed. But 1 a second means we're getting more water in than we're using, which is absolutely fine. Which is dead on what we want. So I'll leave a gap between them. Copy that, paste that one there, and paste that one there. Here we go. This is way overly complicated than it probably needs to be. Now, here comes the interesting part. Because I remember there was a thing with water mechanics. Like this. Straight, no. There we go. So you only have access to that small amount of water now because the belt is actually blocking it. So at 50, you're still doing 1 a second, and you're still doing 1. So that's enough water for it to work. So that's fine. Now, if that was a problem, we'd have to raise it up by 1 above the water. If you raise it by 1, then the water can flow underneath and it goes. Even if you make the water deeper, it doesn't count. It only counts the surface water that it meets. So, like for instance, just to double check, because also I'm not entirely sure whether what I've just said is true. Because it's dawned on me that a lot of these mechanics have changed over time. I might not be aware of what's happened. So I can't actually lower the water down any further there because the It's using a lot of our money, but I'm fine with it. But it doesn't even look like it's using any of our money. Maybe we just have so much money now. Yay! That would make a really nice change. Okay, so we're still not getting anything there because I think what I need to do is I need to remove those. Let's write it down here because I haven't tested whether this is actually whether it works by going deeper. I believe no, it's the surface. It's just surface. Even though there is a water flow underneath now, there's a little. The canal is deeper there. It's not counting it, only counts the surface water. That's what I thought it did. But I had to check. There have been many changes since I've last played this, so yeah. And you know what? Just because I did it once, I'm going to do it everywhere now. Oh, damn it. Can't see in there to get it. There it is. Build there, and then you down through there. There we go. Awesome. You know, just so the fish can swim by if they need to now. Would be nice. We've got a deeper canal. There we go. Awesome. So you've got access to all this water right here. You've only got access to that small mountain there, and you're the same. They can share water. It's not a problem. So that all works fine. Okay. Now splitter. I need to put a splitter here. Okay, making sure all the chutes go the correct directions. There we go. So splitter there, there, not there, there, and there. Okay. And, let's chop down the mountain. And let's just build a. Put down some tree planters. Increase the. I'll increase the size when putting down tree planters. Can I put down tree planters? I can put down tree planters under current trees. That's good, because tree planters give a bonus to the amount of logs you get. So that works pretty well. There we go, awesome. Now, did we put them down? We didn't put them down over there. Cool. Okay, then we're going to go tree. Plant tree. Ba-dum. 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 There we go. So you're now going to get loads of trees, because I feel like you're going to go through them. I genuinely feel like you're going to go through them. You are going to output leather. We're not fussed about the fertilizer, because it doesn't slow down production at all. And then the paper is going to go like that. I'm using cloth conveyor here because nothing runs at such a high speed that it requires anything faster, I don't think, so. And that produces one book every 5 seconds, and you need one book every 4 seconds, which figures. So this is actually going to be stifled down slightly. It's going to be slower because I'm not doing that. We're just gonna have one enchanter at the front, so the whole system doesn't quite flow properly. The enchanters will have a time where there's nothing going on for them. but that's fine. That's fine. So we're slightly under the speed. Okay. That don't need the grabber. Okay. So there's that. Now we need to figure out what's gonna. I mean, recharging makes more sense because it's cheaper. It's just yellow coins, and yellow coins we're fine with, and we can sell more stuff with yellow coins. So rather than void stuff, we will just go with yellow coins. So, how do we want to do this? One recharger works for no, excuse me. I think my hay fever has been kicking in the last few days, which is weird. We've had really nice weather, and then the weather's like, nope, we're going to attack you now. Right. So yeah, these recharge one every 4 seconds. This uses 4 seconds, so we need one recharger per machine. Per enchanter, which is fine, which is easy enough done. But we do need the initial amount coming in, or do we? Or do we? We only need to deliver so much. I mean, you store up to 20 crystals, so I think we just want to do an initial drop. And then not worry about it. We don't actually need this now. My reasoning behind figuring it all out and getting it all to deliver the items it was going is because I knew that the mana changes had changed. The mana changes, that there were mana changes. And it no longer used mana pipes to charge them, which is why I thought it just consumes the mana crystals rather than depleting them. So it's one of those ones where it's kind of like, I mean, I get why it does it. I understand it. It's advanced logistics. You have to do more when you're building the higher quality stuff. But it's just like, just discard it. Just treat the depleted mana crystals the same as you treat fertilizer. If they're in there and you put them out, you put them out. If they're in there and it's just discard them. Like with fertilizer, it just ignores it. It just throws it away. So it would be nice if you could do that. Then you could just supply more for blue coins rather than recharge for yellow coins. Yeah. Okay, anyway. So we're going to want a station. And I'm going to put it, say... Oh, we're actually going to put it right up on this line, aren't we? That's the idea. And I'm going to hope that we've got enough space to... Spellbooks and stuff. Yeah, we will have enough space to do it later on because we can bring this down to here. We can put another enchanter in front, and we can basically just split it between all of them. So we want a barn. Barn wants to be. I put 3 spaces between things because it's just a habit, but I don't need to. I really don't need to. This could have happily 1 space between it. It's not required to go any more than that. And we can happily put these here and input and output the stuff. Move that back to there, and then we'll just grab that. But we need to do that because we need a grabber to filter the enchanted books because we don't want the depleted mana crystals coming out of there, but we do want depleted mana crystals to come out the side. Oh, what, do you know what? We can literally put that right next door, right smack bang next door, like that. We can have an output, an output, and an output, then an input, an input, and an input. With a grabber, and we're going to grab basic mana crystals. Paste, paste. There we go. So your output go into there and go back into the system. So we just need to initially feed it with some crystals, which is doable, which is quite easily doable. Because we're going to have them drop off at the station. Suppose that's the. Well, we're not going to sell them. We're not going to sell the books, so there's no point in actually putting them at the station yet. What we are going to do is we're going to filter this station with the different spell books. Strength, stamina, cure, and protection. We're never going to use the stamina one. That's going to be empty. And then down here we're going to have the. Oh, actually, no. Let's not. Let's. We don't have enough slots. Turn that off, and then we'll turn that one off, and then we'll go. Oh no, 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 won't. Idiot. We'll go. Mana, fire. Oh. Water, earth, and air. Not that I think we're going to use the air one, because I think doesn't stamina use air. Yeah, so we're never going to use the air one. So. Might take that one off, but yeah. So we need to deposit a certain amount into here, and then get it to go wherever it's going. So and then we need to build some logic that says, hey, if this train station has more than whatever amount in it, we don't need any more. And then we'll have the stuff coming off. Although I think I might just have like the initial train drop it off here, and then we won't do any more. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. I think that is how we're going to do it. Let's remove that. Let's just have you drop off into here. And, oh, there we go. You've got 100 mana crystals. Awesome. And you're going to go off and do your thing, whatever you're going to do, which is fine. And then we just need to distribute 100 mana crystals between 3. Which doesn't actually go, but yeah. But okay, we are getting there. How can I do? How can I do this? It's easy. It's easy. Let's try not to lose my voice. That would help. And let's just get ourselves a. Caravan, or 3. 1, 2. Not enough population. Really? Do you know what? You're coming down for a minute. I'll put you back up in just a moment. You. Take mana crystals, deliver there. You. Take mana crystals, deliver there. You. Take mana crystals, deliver there. And I think that's what we'll do. We'll just have one lot go. So we can deliver 16 mana crystals, and then that'll do. And then we'll stop the. Oh no! It doesn't even deliver 16. It delivers 20. How about that? How about we just leave it at 20? That's one. That's one lump, and we'll drop the rest back in there. Then we'll delete those, and then we'll push this up to 5 again. And I don't think the chute's dealing with that. So we might have a problem of not feeding enough in. Yeah, I don't think the chute can deal with that sort of speed. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But there we go. So this is all self-contained now. So when it uses a mana crystal, it puts in the output. The output goes to here, recharges it, puts it round. Everything works fine. We're probably going to run out of paper at some point. But then we probably won't run out of paper because these aren't actually using... Well, actually, no, these are using more than we're making anyway. So they're always going to be slow. It seems like we're full on paper. Paper's not an issue. It's leather that's become a problem. We're not getting enough leather in. Because you're not getting enough water in, really? It's 4 of you for water. Ah, we need to double our water sources. Oh no. You know what? You know what? We can fix that. There we go. Yeah, we can fix this. So you're now drawing in 1 water a second, which isn't still quite enough to get there, but it is way better than it once was. So there we go. And I'd really like to remove those corner pieces there. Let's pause the game a minute so nothing actually comes dying on us here. Boom, boom. Yeah. There we go. Now it's got access to even more water. There we go. 72, 1. There we go. Awesome. So, still not quite... Oh, actually, now we're running out of animal feed, which is fine. That is because we cannot output from the farms fast enough. So, it needs a bit of tweaking, but it's working. It's working. And we have almost 200 spellbooks. Which means there it is. There it is. We can do it. Base level 8. Bottom elemental extraction, and that's what we get to in the next episode because that'll do for this one. Yeah, awesome. So there is our overall build. Nice. Cool. Okay, so, yeah, we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.